Hello, Collective. It's me, Una Fierce, and this is the Eclectic Witch Show. How is everybody doing today? Happy Monday, everyone. Hope you all had a great weekend and are ready for a brand new week. Let's just clear the energy in the space. All right. So, Spirit, where do we begin today? Keep looking at the Oracle 7 deck. So, I think that's where we'll go. Any objections? No? Okay. Perfect. Alright, I'm just going to keep the book out in case we should need it. Alright, Spirit, you're on. Help me to bring a clear and concise message to the collective energies for Monday, please, and thank you. One last run. Fantastic. Okay. Spirit, we're ready. Are you ready? What would you like the collective to know? Okay, let me take the one that hit the table. We've got Into Me, I See. Move this back a little. All right, what about this Into Me, I See, number 8? That's too many. This one, please, Spirit. Waking the Lion. Right. How about Waking the Lion? Divine Matrix. Got 19 and 44 out here. Exposed and Revealed. All right, Spirit, how about one more? Number 21. Any more, Spirit? Gonna go one more round. One more. There's one. Okay. Feeling the World. Number 13. I'm going to pause this. All right, so our first card, Into Me, I See. It says, at certain precious moments, you're called into a deep and meaningful connection with the world or another person. Magical affinity arises, and the kind of intimacy that in turn encourages a great understanding of yourself. This relationship acts as a mirror, helping you to see your own patterns, what it reflects about you, further your own personal revolution. Now is the time to take a risk by connecting with another. Can you see how far you've come? Can you see what is still active within you that needs to change or heal? You will discover more about who you are as you discover more about another. Even if you cannot possibly know what it is truly like to be in someone else's shoes, you can listen and learn. This is a magical gift being offered to you right now. This concept applies beyond romantic connection. What do the dynamics in your closest friendships, work relationships, and family say about you? Relationships are extraordinary opportunities for healing. When predicated on honesty and caring, they have a great impact on how you contribute to the world. Intimate relationships hold up a mirror of truth and reveal more treasures than you might ever expect. If you can look into it, take a risk, and see everything is beautiful, even in its own perfections, imagine how deep you could go. Okay. Do you have a relationship that is challenging you at the moment? Okay, try to see it as something that's happening for you to see about yourself. Okay. Waking the Lion, number 19. Regardless of the outer conditions right now, you can't wait for your fear to lessen before you move forward. In fact, despite the chaos and seeming disarray, you must be bold. Whatever your trepidation, act as if you have deep trust that all will be well. Nothing is promised to you, but you will never truly see magic if you don't take the risk. Come to the edge of certainty in your life and leap into the unknown. You have no guarantee of immediate success. Still, you must summon your bravery in the face of possible pain, failure, or even success, and your own power. The act of making this leap, no matter the final outcome, awakens the lion within. Be proud of who you are and who you are becoming. No one can take this away from you. What type of courage is being called for today? Only you know, and only you have the power to choose your path. Know that it takes just as much strength and bravery to love and be vulnerable as it does to confront a personal challenge or physical obstacle. So call on your strength and stand your ground, or consciously temper your emotional reactions, do nothing, and trust in your partnership with the divine. Whatever your choice, you will not fail as long as you act with courage and integrity. All right. So what I'm getting from that one is excuse me one second. Whatever is happening, I'm just going to go intuitively here. Whatever is happening in this relationship, just know that it's for you and that everything is going to work out just fine. Know that you know exactly what to do in this situation and that you really can't make a mistake. You're just going to deal with it the best way that you can, go with the flow, trust that Spirit's got your back and everything is going to work out exactly as it's supposed to. For number 44, Divine Matrix, okay. Do you ever wonder how synchronicities have come together? These meaningful coincidences move life forward in ways we might not understand at the time. We can get trapped in the idea that the world is a place of separate parts with space in between, because the true quantum spirit nature of reality can be confusing. Imagine that everything possible under the sun is waiting to be claimed. You are not separate from what you desire to manifest. Everything is intrinsically connected within a vast living web of life, a divine matrix. Even that which you have not observed yet as part of your experience is still connected to you. It remains dormant until you choose it. Life operates on life's terms as well. You don't live in a vacuum, so you are surrounded by a multitude of realities that were brought to life by others. These can surely affect you if you allow them to, but as your thread, your luminous life force, your courageous dream is part of the tapestry of life. You're being invited to be conscious of the pattern you are weaving. Isn't it amazing to know you have such power inherent in you just by being alive? You will see evidence of the truth of this divine matrix today. It is in you. What you do matters. All manner of miracles are waiting for you to lay claim to them. Are you ready? All right. I feel like whatever this is that's happening, it's you manifested this. You may not think so, okay? It may not be working out the way that you thought that you would want it to be, but I feel like there's something on the other side that is waiting, that is in pause while you're doing this other thing that you've been doing, and it's everything is always working for our highest good, right? So whatever it is that you really want to do, I feel like this is going to create an opportunity for that, okay? So even when it doesn't look like we're getting what we want, we always are, all right? Number 21, exposed and revealed. When you experience shame, you don't just feel that you've done something wrong, you feel like you are wrong, fundamentally flawed. Know that life loves you, and the universe doesn't make junk, only magic. However, many social interactions, especially online, are steeped in distorted, unhealthy ways of expressing pain by shaming. Here's the way out of this. See shame as the heart-wrenching cry for help that it is. Consider whether you have been triggered in the outer world by unresolved issues that matched all your inner pain points. If someone is shaming you, perhaps you have triggered them. How miserable they must be to expend their energy on such toxicity. They are drinking poison, hoping you will get sick. You cannot love someone out of their shame. You can only show compassion for them and yourself, set a healthy boundary, and refuse to fan the flames. Look upon shame as an opportunity for growth, evolution, healing, and freedom. With this in mind, can you let go of your attachment to control? Admit that this emotion isn't something you have power over and surrender to a higher power. There is a sacred quality to vulnerability inherent in admitting that you can't do this alone. When you allow yourself to be laid open in this way, you gain a beautiful new perspective. Then the healed shame has the infinite power of the divine to set you free. Okay. So maybe this person is trying to shame you for something, or maybe you are feeling ashamed of something that's happening. Okay, but well, you heard what it said. Anyway, 13. Feeling the world. Empathy reminds you that you are not alone. It is a beautiful capacity to feel the connectivity all around you, giving you a profound sense of belonging, a broader experience of being part of the larger whole. That said, it can also be overwhelming, especially when you don't know where you end and the rest of the world begins. Now is the time to be clear about your boundaries. Ask yourself whose energy you've tuned into. You might find it's not even yours. If you are feeling off or drained when you're with someone, they may be siphoning your energy. In such an instance, this connection is not good for you, no matter how charismatic the person is or how attracted to them that you feel. Do not mistake codependency for closeness or allow your boundaries to become too porous. Trust your instincts and take care of you. Practice saying no. Avoid the temptation to turn off and go numb. Instead, be present. Somewhere in the middle of this feeling spectrum is where the magic is. You're also being asked now to be aware of how your words and actions may affect others. While it's not your job to determine how someone will respond to you, discernment is necessary. Be firm yet kind. Keep in mind that people-pleasing will not give you what you truly need. That said, your empathy is beautiful and important. It just has to be balanced in order for you to access its wondrous gifts. Today, celebrate the beauty of your sensitivity and that of others. All right, so for the empaths out there, yeah, I feel like someone is bringing you a wake-up call, and it has something to do. It's something that you've been manifesting. Okay. Exposed and revealed. I'm trying to remember what that card was about. Exposed and revealed. Oh, about shame. Yeah, maybe this person has said something to you, called and brought to your attention something that you've done, or you've done that for them. And it's got you feeling like you've done something wrong. And why do I feel like this one's talking about people pleasing? Maybe you've been helping this person and you recently decided that you're not going to do it in some way, shape, or form, and this person is drawing on your energy about it, trying to make you feel bad for it. I don't know. This is really too soon for me to make any kind of story out of this other than what I just said. So, Spirit, where are we going from here? I don't know. Well, let's use this deck. Clarifying life situations. Let's do that. Let's make it make sense, Spirit. You ready? All right, Spirit. Tell us about Into Me I See. Fulfill promise. Stay committed to your path, for each step brings you closer toward your destined fulfillment. Yeah, I feel like this person is wanting you to do something that you know is going to take from something that you've been working on. Maybe it's a job opportunity, maybe it's a monetary, you're helping them monetarily and you're needing these funds for something else. But I feel like I feel like Spirit's saying no matter what is happening with anything else going on in your reality, the only thing that you can control is what you do. And I feel like you've made a promise to yourself that you want to do something, okay? And I feel like this may be even more than one energy. The archons, the closer you get to fulfilling your purpose, the harder the matrix works to stop you, okay? And there can be a bazillion different ways that can happen. But I feel like Spirit's just asking you to just continue doing the best you can and control your, with controlling your emotions. Don't letting yourself get upset, about what might be happening. Don't allow people to throw you off, okay? Don't let situations throw you off. Just stay committed to yourself, what you can control and what you can do, and just keep rolling with it, okay? Spirit, tell us about Waking the Lion. That's too many cards. Can I get one card, please, for Waking the Lion? Thank you. Be here now. Practice mindfulness to be present in the moment and gain insight. Yeah, I feel like you're going to see what you need to see, how you can move things forward, what steps you can take to keep having forward movement, okay? When you're practicing your mindfulness, being grateful for the things that are happening that are good, okay? Continuing to smile even in the face of dissent. And just keep being your same high-spirited self, positive thinking, continue to be you, all right? Practicing gratitude, doing your meditations, connecting with spirit, giving yourself the time to ask yourself, the higher self, what is the plan? How am I going to do this? How do I pull this off? Show me the path, okay? I feel like that's how you're going to wake the lion within you and see how you're going to make this happen, okay? For Divine Matrix, we've got Embrace Solitude. Reflect deeply for survival. Keep your mind open as answers reveal lessons in the quiet of introspection. Maybe you're having trouble finding a place to have solitude, okay? What I'm getting from this is go get lost somewhere if that's what you have to do, okay? Maybe go for a walk outside by yourself, connect with the earth if you can. Go sit by some water if you can. Whatever, wherever you are, whatever you can do. I feel like it's really important to make sure that you're having this time for yourself. Okay. And that's all I'm going to say about that. All right, Spirit, tell me about exposed and revealed. I don't have my timer tonight, so I have no idea how long this video is going to be. I'm going to try to make a few rows and keep it around a half hour, guys. Forgive me if we go over, but if anything, I feel like we're going to be under. I'm just going to take the one on top. For exposed and revealed, we've got almost there. Persist with faith, for you are on the brink of a breakthrough. Your efforts are about to bear fruit. I feel like you're very close to manifesting this, whatever it is that you're trying to do. And the thing is that the closer we get to fulfilling our purpose, the harder the archons fight us. Okay, the more challenges that are presented. Because the dark energies do not want to see us prevail, right? They want us to stay enslaved to them. So, of course, they're going to do anything and everything present in any person who is an open vessel for it, okay, to try to bring our emotions down, to bring us back down to their level so that we can be attacked even easier, okay? It's really imperative to keep your emotion and your frequency high, especially when that's happening, okay? Spirit's telling you you're so close, and you just know and expect that it's going to get tricky, all right? But you are perfectly capable. You know what to do to control your frequency, okay? And I feel like you've been doing this beautifully, and I feel like you just Spirit's just encouraging you, being your little cheerleader. They're telling you we're almost there, okay? Just keep going. Have faith. You know what you're doing. You know what you want. You know that the universe is working for you, okay? Just keep at it. And for feeling the world, we've got seek truth. Embrace clarity as revelations unfold. Keep an open mind for answers that illuminate the path to understanding. Yeah, I feel like you know that this is the key to your manifestations, that you have to remain positive, and you have to remain hopeful, and you have to make sure that you're doing your meditations, and you have to make sure that you're having time to clear your energy, and you have to, if you're an introvert, you have to have that time for yourself, right? Especially, I feel like it's important for anybody to connect with spirit, through the day. If we're co-creating something with the divine, then it only makes sense that you want to connect with the divine to make your plan for the day, right? And when you're doing that, I feel like you're going to get the answers. You're going to see how you can make this work. I feel like everything is working. You feel like everything is working against you right now. The people in your life are creating problems and new. I just feel like, I don't know, in my own experience, it's been that way. It's just been one thing after another lately. But I know that it's only because I'm almost there. And I feel like we just have to keep on fighting the good fight, okay? You know how to do this, and you're so close. Just get with spirit and get your answers, Get with yourself, get with your higher self. Think things through. How can I make this happen? Okay. What do I need to do? What frequency do I need to be on? Okay. Did you know that you can, when you're doing your meditations in the morning, I heard this trick. Ask yourself, what frequency do I need to be on to bring in my manifestations? And then imagine your heart turns golden, okay? And it starts vibrating at the exact frequency that it needs to be to bring in your manifestations. Just know that it's at that frequency, okay? And then as you breathe out, send that gold light over the earth, and as it like, and with the intention of, I'm sending out my frequency to everything that needs to find me, okay? And then when I breathe in, I'm breathing it all back into my energy. All the things that I need are coming to me right then, okay? But you're at that frequency to meet the level of the same frequency of everything that's out there that you need, okay? Does that make sense? So that's one thing you can do, okay? I hope I explained that well. All right. Spirit, tell us about fulfilled promise, please. Thank you. Got confusion. Confusion is temporary and leads to clarity. Are you feeling lost? Slow down, be patient, and allow clarity to emerge in its own time. Yeah, I feel like, this is nothing for us to be afraid of. Like, it's really, once you understand that you have total power over any situation, just by being okay, choosing to be okay, and choosing to stay calm and work through it, and again, being thankful for all the good things that are happening, showing gratitude. Get yourself into, if you guys watch at Abraham Hicks, get yourself into a little Abraham Hicks rampage in the mornings. Thank you for this fluffy bed, and thank you for how great I feel in my warm, fluffy comforter, and thank you, Spirit, that I have a nice warm home that I wake up in, and thank you for the sun coming through the window. Thank you for the birds chirping out there. I'm so grateful and happy to be here in this place, and, just anything that you can think of, okay? Anything that you can be grateful for. And the more that you are telling the universe, I love all these wonderful things. I love wonderful things. Send me more wonderful things. It will. It will respond to that. It will just keep sending you more of those wonderful things that you love. Okay. So it's not really that hard. You can get really basic. Just thankful to have a roof over my head. I'm thankful to have a car to drive, even if it's a beat up whatever, hey, you got to ride to work today. Thank you for the job. Thank you that I'm able to work a job. Thank you that I'm able to make money doing this thing, even though, just leave off the even though. You might hate the job, but you don't have to say that, or think of that. Even just thank you that I'm able to have a job. Thank you that I'm able to create ways to make money. Thank you that I'm able to breathe today. Thank you that I have food to eat. Thank you for just anything. Get so basic. It doesn't matter what it is. Just keep telling the universe how grateful you are, how wonderful it is, and how you love these wonderful things. And it will just keep sending you more. Okay? Even when it could be, your house could be burning down. Okay? Or you could be living under the trees. Okay, but you know what? They're the most beautiful trees I've ever seen. Thank you that I can see that squirrel right there. Just anything. Okay, anything. And if you really start looking around, you're gonna find things to be grateful for. There's a lot to be grateful for. We are full. We are surrounded by blessings constantly, even on our worst days. There's always something that we can praise the universe for. We're so blessed. And to remember that even when things aren't exactly the way we want them, we don't look at those things. We just start going to focus on the things that are right and are wonderful. And know that it's all for our highest and best good. Okay? Spirit, tell me about Be Here Now. That's too many cards. Yeah, oh, it's the same card. Infinite possibilities. You are at the threshold of infinite possibilities. The universe is opening new paths for you. Break free from old limits and explore the unknown. The potential ahead is greater than you think. Yeah, I feel like something's happening that it's waking the lion. It's throwing you off. It's something's happening that's really got you in your emotions, okay? Or has the potential to. I mean, this could be life changing, life altering. I feel like it is life altering, okay? And I feel like you're wondering what you're going to do if this happens. But I feel like it's an adventure. Like it's an adventure to see how are you going to roll with it. I feel like you're just going to keep going. We're just always going to keep going, right? As long as we're breathing, we're adventuring. This is not anything new. Life has always been this way if you think about it. But you know what else is always the same? Is that God takes care of us. We always are okay. Everything always works itself out. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger, right? We learn lessons from it and we get better. And I feel like this feels harsh, right? But I feel like it feels that harsh because there's so much reward in the end for it. Because it's such a groundbreaking ending or next step. I feel like this is opening up something huge for you. And that's why it's coming in a package that seems like it hurts so much. But I feel like it's going to be just fine. I don't feel like it's going to hurt at all. It just looks like it's going to. But I think that God's got something really beautiful waiting right behind it. Spirit, tell me about embrace solitude. Yep, we've got test. Life challenges are opportunities for growth. You may be facing a difficult decision or situation, but don't shy away from it. Embrace the test, and you'll emerge stronger and wiser. If you guys have been following the Ascension, you probably know that we're about to split timelines. Okay. And I feel like that's really all this is. We're being asked to make a choice. Are we going to stick with the old ways, or are we going to trust Spirit to move us into the 5D? And I don't feel like this is an easy test. I feel like this is probably, I don't know, the things that I'm looking at seem impossible. I'm wondering how I'm going to do the things that I'm looking at in the time frame that I have available, but I'm also seeing that I don't think I'm going to have a choice. I think that Spirit's doing it one way or the other. But I really, there was a time in my life when this would have knocked me down for days. But I'm really thankful that there's been a change in me, that I don't get scared anymore. I don't worry because I've realized that no matter what happens, I'm always okay. God always catches me. And I feel like that's the test anyway. I feel like are we going to trust in the divine plan? Are we going to hold the emotion of everything is always working out for me, even in the face of a dry desert? I don't feel like there's I really don't feel like there's any reason to be afraid of this. I feel like no matter what happens, I know that it was God designed it perfectly to work out to be exactly the way I needed it to be. And I feel like that's the lesson. Spirit, tell us about almost there. Strength. You are stronger than you realize. Though the times may be tough, remember that you have the courage and resilience to get through it. Your inner strength will help you overcome all obstacles. This lion on top of the mountain always reminds me of try to see it from a higher perspective. Try to see it from the eyes of the divine. Even though that's really impossible. Like, how can we can't see things the way that creator sees them, I mean, creator sees everything, right? Every moving part, every blade of grass blowing in the wind, every like, but try to realize that this is a well-oiled machine that we're running here, that we're co-running. um, Realize that the creator of the game, it knows everything about the game. You're just this one avatar, but the creator sees it from here and knows all the moving pieces and every which way they're going and why they're moving that way and how it happened and what needs to happen in order for every avatar to move forward. If you can't see it that way, which is understandable, I'm not saying you should be able to. I'm saying try to, but you don't even have to. Is what I'm trying to get at. You don't even have to. If you can't, then give it to the divine to handle. You can always, God, I just don't know what to do here. Angels, help me. I give this to you. I give this to you to do whatever the divine will is. And I feel like that's your strength. That we don't have to handle it alone. We can ask our spirit guides and our angels and our divine ancestors to help us through these changes. And that is your inner strength, your connection to source, your higher self, and all of those things, because we're all one consciousness, right? Is your inner strength. But you have to remember who you are. And remember that you're all of those things. And if you're feeling weak, you can connect to divine energy anytime you want and just tell God, fill me with your strength. Help me to get through this. And the universe will never let you down. But you have to know that. You have to be strong in your will and your inner self. You have to be, you just have to be courageous. You have to allow it. You have to just resign yourself to the fact that it's okay. I know that I'm okay. I know that everything is working out exactly as I need it to bring me to where I need to be. And that's really all we need to know. Just sit back and watch the universe do its magic. And you can trust that it will. Spirit, tell me about Seek Truth. Emotion. Okay, I'm not going to take all these. I'll just take the one on top. Your emotions are guiding you through life's challenges. Have you been suppressing your feelings? Let them flow naturally, whether joy or sadness. Your emotions are your strength. Definitely. Your emotions are your frequency. And if you're, we're given the ability to cry in this human experience. We're given the ability to cry and release and purge these lower vibrational emotions. And you can do that. And you should do that. You'd want to do that. If you're feeling overwhelmed by them, you want to let that out. And I don't know about you, but when I release like that, when I'm finished, everything feels lighter. Like I feel okay again. Like, oh, I needed that, And after you've gotten that energy out of your system, now you're vibrating higher. Okay? And everything feels okay again. And the more you're looking for the good things to be grateful for, the more that you're noticing the beautiful things in nature that you can be grateful for, the more that you're knowing that the divine is taking care of you, the more that you're thanking your angels and your spirit guides for their assistance, the more you're doing all these things and trusting in the plan and just rolling with it and letting it roll off your shoulders, whatever this thing is that's happening. Let it roll right off your back because you know you're okay. And if you can know that, and then you can be okay. You can feel okay. Your frequency can be okay. Your emotions can be okay. Release if you need to, but don't stay there long because there's no need to. You will be okay. You always are. We've never been taught how powerful emotions are, but they really are the baseline of our body's frequency and the frequency of everything around us. When we're dark and gloomy and cloudy, we manifest dark gloom and cloudiness, more red lights, more angry people, more people slamming into the door, slamming you into the door, just like whatever terrible thing you can think of. But did you notice that when you're calm and when you're smiling, that you get people that smile back and you get sunshine and you get happiness, and you get good music, your favorite song on the radio. You know, you get people that want to talk, that are kind. You know, you really do. It really is a frequency. Energy is sound, okay? And every sound has a frequency, and emotion has frequency. I don't know if I'm explaining that very well. I think I'm explaining it well enough. I don't really have the right words for exactly what I want to say. But even in sadness, it's powerful to be able to move yourself from utter sadness just by one good cry, to be able to get rid of that sadness and to be able to move into something much better just by our intentions, like, and just by that simple act of crying it out and then intending that, okay, that felt good, but I'm okay now. I'm ready to be something different. I'm ready to feel different now. You know, I'm not going to stay here in this sadness. I did what I needed to do here. I learned whatever lessons I needed to learn here, but I'm moving forward. And isn't it awesome to know that you have the power to do that for yourself? Like, the universe is so amazing. But anyway, I feel like it's well been a half hour. I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. I hope that you guys have a really good Monday. Um, you know, Mondays get a bad reputation, but how about today we try to find the good in the Monday? Okay? I feel like we have the ability to make it the best day of the week if we want to. And I hope that you do too. If you guys like the way that I read, you know the spiel, like, share, subscribe, any of that stuff helps the channel. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And I hope that you guys all have a blessed day. See you again soon.